Oh gosh, the museum's been around since 1923, but the museum has gone through several phases of its life. It started as where the First World War tanks came home to, and it was the Army teaching collection until the late 40s. And in the late 40s, the public started being admitted to the Army teaching collection. But then we set up a charity in the early 1970s, and between the early 1970s and through the subsequent 30 or 40 years, the charity progressively took over more and more of the running of the museum. So we're a registered charity as an organisation. And the last 20 years have been about becoming an organisation where we can become self-sustaining, so we can generate enough income to be able to keep going. And we've been rebuilding the whole museum. We've been building the facilities we need to look after the visitors and look after our collections. And we're almost about to finish our facilities. We're building new workshops over the next 2 years. And once we hit 2018, we're going to start really looking after our stuff properly. We've got 90 years worth of conservation and restoration backlog. And by the time we hit 2018, we'll have great display facilities so that when people come visit us, they can learn about the story of tanks and the people who served with them. We'll have storage facilities so we can make sure we look after the stuff, and we'll have restoration facilities so we can improve the way it looks. And all of this, and the whole story of the Tank Museum over nearly 100 years, is to make sure we tell that story as well as we can. It was about 15 years ago, and it was the concept of our workshop manager, a guy called Mike Hayton. And Mike felt that we had some really significant historic vehicles, and that having an event where a lot of those vehicles were run on the same day would give people who were real enthusiasts or really knew what they were looking at the chance to come and have something unique that you couldn't get anywhere else in the world. So Mike started it, and he was right. And now we get people from all over the world. We had, I think, people from 28 countries this year flew in to come and see something you just can't see anywhere else in the world. Well, we're only 2 hours by train from London. There's a direct train from London to Bovington from Waterloo Station. And where we are in the UK is a area called Dorset, and it's where all the British people go on holiday. It's a lovely part of the UK. So the British guys all come down, they stay for a week. The people from overseas tend to go to London and they do a day trip, which is perfectly possible. And getting to London from anywhere in the world is easy. Well, the Tank Museum, we've always believed as an organisation that tanks aren't statues. So the purpose of these things, they're machines, and machines are designed to do stuff. So therefore, when you're displaying machines in a museum, the best way to display them, to help people understand them, is to move them around. So we've always believed that moving vehicles are a better way of understanding the collection than static vehicles. Keeping vehicles moving is hard work. It's one of the reasons we're always having to raise funds. It's because keeping a running tank running is a big job, big expensive job. But equally, one of the things like Tank Fest is our major fundraising event of the year. By running Tank Fest, we not only give a chance for people to engage with this astonishing collection, but we also use that to generate the funds so we can keep doing it in the future.